Long ago, in a quiet valley surrounded by towering forests and mist-covered mountains, there lived a 23-year-old young man named Ryan. Ryan was known as an intelligent and hard-working person. People in his village believed he had a bright future ahead of him. But deep inside, Ryan struggled with something that no one else could see. His mind never stopped thinking. From the moment he opened his eyes in the morning until late at night, his thoughts moved endlessly like a rushing river. His mind jumped from one idea to another without rest. Sometimes Ryan thought about the mistakes he had made in the past. Why did I say that? I should have made a different decision. At other times, his mind wandered into the uncertainty of the future. What if I fail? What if I choose the wrong path? What if things never work out for me? These thoughts followed him everywhere. They walked with him through the fields, sat beside him during meals, and waited for him every night when he tried to sleep. Because of this, Ryan rarely felt peaceful. Even when he walked through the beautiful valley filled with green trees and golden sunlight, he could not truly enjoy it. His body was there, but his mind was somewhere else, trapped between the past and the future. Nighttime was the hardest. When the world became quiet, Ryan's mind became even louder. He would lie awake staring at the ceiling, wishing he could silence his thoughts for just a few minutes. One afternoon, while visiting a nearby town, Ryan overheard a group of travelers speaking about a wise old man who lived high in the mountains. They said that long ago, the old man had been a respected teacher in a busy city. He had spent many years helping people understand their thoughts and emotions. But after a lifetime of guiding others, he left the noise of the city and chose to live alone in a small wooden cabin deep in the mountains. People believed he possessed great wisdom. Ryan listened carefully. A small spark of hope appeared inside him. Maybe he can help me calm my mind, Ryan thought. The next morning, Ryan packed a small bag with food and water and began his journey into the mountains. The path was long and challenging. He walked through thick forests where tall trees blocked the sunlight. He crossed narrow wooden bridges over flowing streams and climbed rocky paths that tested his strength. After 2 days of traveling, Ryan finally reached a quiet clearing surrounded by tall pine trees. In the center of the clearing stood a small wooden cabin. Outside the cabin, an old man sat peacefully on a wooden bench, watching the orange sun slowly sink behind the mountains. His face looked calm, and his eyes carried a quiet kindness. Ryan walked toward him respectfully. "Sir," Ryan said softly, "my mind is always full of thoughts. I keep worrying about the past and the future. Because of this, I feel restless all the time. Please teach me how to find peace." The old man looked at him for a moment and then smiled gently. "If you truly wish to find peace," he said, "you must first understand something about your mind." The old man stood up, went inside the cabin, and returned with a small lantern. Inside the lantern, a tiny flame flickered softly. He handed the lantern to Ryan. "Behind this cabin there is a narrow forest path," the old man explained. "Walk along that path until you reach the river, then return here." Ryan nodded. "But remember one rule," the old man continued. "You must protect this flame. Do not let the wind blow it out." Ryan held the lantern carefully and started walking down the narrow path. The evening wind moved gently through the trees. Leaves rustled, birds called from distant branches, and insects buzzed softly in the air. The forest was alive with sound. But Ryan paid attention to only one thing: the small flame inside the lantern. Whenever the wind grew stronger, he covered the lantern with his hand. When the path became uneven, he slowed his steps to keep the lantern steady. Step by step, he continued walking. Eventually, Ryan reached the river. The water flowed quietly under the fading colors of the evening sky. After a brief moment, he turned around and carefully walked back toward the cabin. When Ryan finally arrived, the flame inside the lantern was still burning. The old man smiled. "Well done," he said. "Now tell me something." Ryan listened closely. "While you were walking," the old man asked, "did you see the colorful birds sitting in the trees?" Ryan shook his head. "No." "Did you notice the deer that sometimes comes to drink water by the river?" the old man asked again. Ryan replied honestly. "No, I did not see anything like that." The old man's smile grew slightly wider. "And did you hear the wind moving through the forest?" Ryan thought for a moment. "No," he said. "I was only focused on protecting the flame." The old man nodded slowly. "That flame," he said, "represents your attention." Ryan listened carefully. "When your attention is focused on a single moment," the old man continued, "unnecessary thoughts begin to disappear. Fear about the future becomes weaker. Regret about the past loses its power." Ryan stood quietly, thinking about those words. "For those few minutes," the old man said gently, "your mind became calm, not because the world was silent, but because you were fully present." Slowly, Ryan understood. Peace was not something far away that he needed to search for. It had always been within him. All he needed to do was bring his attention back to the present moment, just like protecting the small flame inside the lantern. A soft smile appeared on Ryan's face. For the first time in many months, his mind felt light and quiet. He thanked the old man deeply and began walking back down the mountain. The forest looked exactly the same as before. The trees, the wind, the flowing river, everything was unchanged. But Ryan was no longer the same. Now he understood an important truth. A peaceful mind begins with a single moment of focus. And sometimes, protecting that one small flame is enough to light the path to inner peace.